Good morning or afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Today, we're introducing Simple Analytics and BI, Building Data Literacy. This is about empowering you, the small and mid-sized business leaders, to make smarter, faster decisions. Think of this as a friendly conversation about how data can become your company's best ally. So, let's say, hi GTM, to a future where your decisions are driven by insights, not intuition. We live in a world overflowing with data, but for many small and medium businesses, it feels like being thirsty in an ocean. Water everywhere, not a drop to drink. Data is everywhere, but real insights are scarce. How often are decisions in your company made on gut instinct because the data is too confusing? Probably too often. Studies show that only 24% of decision makers are data literate, meaning 3 out of 4 leaders aren't fully comfortable with data. That is the data dilemma. If we don't address it, we risk flying blind in a business environment that's getting more complex every day. Why should we care about data literacy? Because it's the difference between guessing and knowing. When your team understands data, decisions become smarter, grounded in evidence. They also become faster. Instead of endless debates, you have clear signals on what to do. And here's a headline for you. Highly data-driven SMBs are 65% more likely to financially outperform their competitors. That's huge. It means the companies that treat data as a strategic asset are pulling ahead, while others are playing catch-up. In short, building data literacy isn't just a tech initiative. It's about survival and success in a competitive market. Let's demystify simple analytics and BI. Simple doesn't mean unsophisticated. It means accessible. It's analytics that anyone in your company can grasp. Think of dashboards that highlight just the key metrics that matter, without a million confusing charts. There are fantastic BI tools now. Imagine a clear dashboard that shows your sales, costs, or customer feedback in real time, all in one place. You shouldn't need a data scientist on staff to get value from data. By keeping analytics simple, we ensure everyone in the organization, from the CEO to the frontline employee, can use data to do their job better. The easier we make it, the more it becomes part of the daily routine. Where does the rubber meet the road? In everyday business operations. Take retail. A simple sales dashboard can show which products are flying off the shelves and which are gathering dust. One of our clients, a small retailer, noticed through data that one product was selling out every week. They restocked faster and saw sales jump just by responding to that insight. In professional services, a consulting firm could use a basic project dashboard to see if they're on track this month. No more nasty surprises at month end. Manufacturing SMBs can use analytics to predict machine maintenance before something breaks, saving costly downtime. And in healthcare, even a small clinic can analyze no-show rates and adjust scheduling to serve more patients. These are immediate, concrete benefits. Simple analytics shines a light on day-to-day operations, so you can act quickly and confidently. Tools and tech are only half the battle. Culture is the other half. To build data literacy, start at the top. When leadership consistently asks, "Can we back that up with data?" it signals to everyone that gut feel alone isn't enough. Next, invest in your people. We're not talking about sending everyone back to university. Even a few short workshops on reading a graph or using Excel effectively can work wonders. Also, pick the right tools. For an SMB, that might be something like Microsoft Power BI or even advanced features in Google Sheets, accessible stuff, not giant enterprise systems that require a full-time IT staff. And don't forget to celebrate. When someone on your team uses data to solve a problem or sees an opportunity, spotlight it. Maybe a salesperson used analytics to identify a new customer segment and it worked. Share that story. These wins create a buzz and show that, hey, this data thing really works. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the challenges. If you're thinking, this all sounds great, but can we afford it? You're not alone. The good news is that you can start small. Leverage tools you already use. Yes, even Excel or Google Analytics for your website, and build from there. We've seen that investments in data and BI for SMBs can return multiple times the value in just 1 year. That's not science fiction.
That's a Forrester study talking about real companies like yours. What about skills? Maybe you don't have a data scientist on payroll. That's okay. Train your team step by step. Many of your employees are probably already analytical in their own ways. And if you need a kickstart, that's where external help comes in. More on that soon. Lastly, don't get overwhelmed by the ocean of data. Start with a cup. Figure out the 5 or 6 metrics that matter most. Maybe daily sales, cost per order, customer satisfaction rate, and zero in on those. You'll be amazed how much clarity you can get from just a focused slice of data. I've mentioned partners and external help. That's where high GTM comes in. We call ourselves high GTM because that's how we see our relationship with clients. Personal, friendly, and down to earth. Think of us as that knowledgeable friend who also happens to be an expert in analytics. We know the consulting big guns out there, Deloitte, Gartner, you name it. They do great work for Fortune 500s. But SMBs operate in a different world. You need solutions that fit your scale and speed. At High GTM, our mission is to give you the kind of tailored, affordable analytics consulting that SMBs deserve. We'll sit with you to figure out what data actually matters for your business. Maybe it's your sales funnel. Maybe it's your supply costs. We'll recommend tools that you won't need an IT department to run. And we'll train your people, because empowerment is part of the deal. The goal is to get some wins on the board quickly. Maybe it's a dashboard that uncovers a way to save $5,000 next month, while also planning for the bigger picture. We succeed when you can say, analytics is now just a normal part of how we run our business. Let me share a quick success story. One of our clients is a local retail shop. Think of a chain with a handful of stores, not a big box giant. They had data from their point of sale system, but never really looked at it by time of day. We helped them set up a simple report showing sales by the hour. Lightbulb. They realized that between 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., they did almost 40% of their daily business. Lunchtime was their goldmine, and they hadn't fully realized it. With this insight, they made a couple of tweaks, scheduled more staff around noon, made sure popular lunch hour items were in stock and prepped, and even started a quick lunch combo promo. The result? Shorter lines, happier customers, and a 15% jump in weekly revenue almost immediately. That's the power of one insight. It didn't require $1 million system, just a clear focus on the right data. If a simple chart can do that for a retailer, imagine what untapped insights are hiding in your business data. We're almost at the end of our journey today, but yours is just beginning. So what are the next steps for you when you walk out of here? First, start small, but start now. Identify one pressing problem or one important decision coming up, and dig into the data around it. Even if it's as simple as reviewing last quarter's sales figures before deciding next quarter's budget, do it. Next, empower your team to be part of this. Make it a habit that meetings include data. It can be informal, like, hey, what's one interesting trend you noticed this week? When people start looking for those nuggets, the culture begins to shift. And remember, you're not alone in this. There are partners out there whose passion is to help companies like yours succeed with data. That's exactly what High GTM is here for, to be your guide, coach, and biggest cheerleader as you become more data-driven. Finally, keep that vision in mind. A few months from now, your business could be running smoother, your decisions hitting the mark more often, and your growth chart ticking up, all because you tapped into the power of analytics. That's the future we want to help you build. Thank you.